Scandal Squad, welcome back to the channel, Celebrity Scandalous. Tonight we're going to do a bit of a deep dive, and we are going to talk about the fact that finally, Al B. Sure has acknowledged the fact that Kim Porter's book, that diary, was real. Yeah, y'all, the diary was real. The diary that he tried to deny in the beginning. But before we get to it, let's go back. So some of you guys don't remember one of the reasons that I really knew that I believed that there was something to it. I don't know if this was actually Kim Porter's, like actually something that she wrote, but I felt that it was somebody close to her. And that's because back in 2019, 2020, before Courtney Burgess and all of those people, somebody came forward and was reaching out to content creators with that thumb drive. So we're going to go back to Tough News TV and listen to what he reported. Now, this is just a little excerpt, but this is to let y'all know how long ago whoever had access to her thumb drive and her computers, whoever did, this has been a thing for a minute. So let's go back. I want y'all to listen to this. Hey, Antoinette, welcome to the chat. Hey, Lulu, how you doing, Sweet Peach? Okay, you guys, let me go ahead and play this because this is something that, I'll be sure tried to deny it, but no. This has been around for a minute.
I know y'all what it is. So let's go ahead and slide on this topic. And I want to talk about a couple of things that have been brought to my attention in regards to Kim Porter. Now, you guys know how I start these types of videos off due to the fact that we're dealing with a sensitive subject where we have family and kids and things of that nature involved. So I want to handle this subject with care and present this to you guys in the most honorable way. And so with that said, all of the information that I'm about to convey to you is alleged. So let's get it on. I was contacted by someone that claims to be a stylist for Kim Porter or was a stylist for Kim Porter, right? And so they're writing a tell-all book in regards to the interactions that they saw take place between Kim and Diddy. Now, the book will also contain...
Now, you guys, just keep in mind, this video came out in, I believe it was like 2020. So this is way before. Now all of this stuff came to a head in 2024. So this has been about 3 or 4 years ago when the person, whoever had Kim Porter's laptop and her thumb drive, was approaching people to get this information out there. So I'll be sure knew way back when, because they were talking about the fact that some of her things have been stolen. So they have been lying to us, y'all. They have been lying. Just listen. Yes, and thank you, Lulu. Fair use.
Information and private conversations that the stylist had with Kim. Kim would have conversations with the stylist about her situation with Diddy. She often referred to her relationship with Diddy as being extremely toxic. Now, the stylist is claiming to have been present at least 3 times when Diddy put pause on Kim. So basically, the incident that took place in Saint Tropez when Diddy took Kim to Saint Tropez to confront her about sleeping with Shakir Stewart wasn't the first time he put pause on her. Now, another dynamic and interesting thing that the stylist conveyed to me is the fact that this particular stylist says they have information and recording that Diddy actually purchased a 24-karat gold casket a month before Kim Porter passed away. Now, it was also told to me by the stylist that Kim had told them that Diddy has slept with Clive Davis on multiple occasions. Like it was a reoccurring thing. The two of them would hook up often. Now, this particular portion of the story is a little bit crazy to me, but again, it's not above the realm of possibility when you take into account who we are talking about. Now, it was told to me that Usher's mom confronted Diddy about allegedly being intimate with Usher when he was only 1'4". And there's a reason why I'm saying it that way, but I believe you guys are smart enough to read between the lines. Now, if you guys remember, I didn't go and search for the video before I did this video, whatever the case may be, but it's not hard to find. I did a video in regards to the relationship between Usher and Diddy about a couple years ago or 3 years ago, or whatever the case may be. So I remember, being told that there was an intimate relationship there, but I didn't know that Kim Porter, this is what the stylist has told me, had, footage or had some type of recording of Diddy and Usher being intimate when Usher was just 1'4". I didn't know that detail. I didn't express that detail in my previous video in regards to that situation because I did not know, but this is what the stylist is telling me. Now, of course, I did ask the question because I needed to connect the dots here because it just didn't sound right, because I believe that Diddy and Usher, they were already working together musically, right? And intimately, allegedly, before he even met Kim Porter. So again, my question to the stylist, how did Kim Porter obtain this footage? Because when she met Usher, Usher had to be about 18.
So for those of you that are just joining, welcome to the chat. Please hit the like button. Please double tap your screen. So this is Tough News TV. He had information about this thumb drive, Kim Porter's diary, way back in 2020, before Courtney Burgess got his copy of it. So I'll be sure they have been knowing, Diddy's family been knowing that there was a book out there, a diary. And this is her hairdresser was on the run. Y'all, this is stuff that's been out there for years. They have been lying.
Me and Usher are around the same age, so it was no way in the hell she could have had access to that footage. Well, the stylist said she don't know how Kim got it, but Kim said that she did have the footage on a USB drive or whatever the case may be. Now, let's remember when Kim Porter passed away, the house was robbed of 2 laptops. And so in my mind, that lets me know right there was some type of information and video footage that they were trying to retrieve before it was exposed to the public. Now, it's also been said to me that Kim Porter got tired of doing Diddy. Well, you asked the question, what do you mean by doing Diddy? Well, Diddy requested Kim to use a strap-on. And you guys know what that is. I don't need to go any further into detail. Now, let me go ahead and put this out because I said that I was going to expose this particular individual if they didn't respond to me in the time that I gave them, because at the end of the day, I think it's a travesty that they haven't spoke out. Kimora Lee Simmons, you need to come out and speak on the behalf of your friend, Kim Porter, because that was one of your best friends and you're sitting there on information that can break this case wide open. But I know why you won't come out and say anything, because it has something to do with your ex-husband, you know, and things of that nature. And it will further incriminate him and also incriminate you, because there's some things about you that are particularly shady that I've heard that has went down. It's not all your fault. You were dealing with the beast and Russell Simmons and a lot of things that, you know, happened. You were just present for, along for the ride. But at the end of the day, you could be an accessory to the fact that some of the things that went down with your husband. So I understand the fact that you don't want to touch this whole Kim Porter thing, because it would open up Pandora's box and you don't want to be the catalyst of sinking the ship, the entire ship, so to speak. So I get it. But guys, last but not least.
So in terms of him calling Kimora out. So Kimora was there the day that Kim Porter was found. There were a lot of people going in and out of the house. And if you guys remember, you know, the Kardashian, Kris Kardashian, you know, Kris Jenner's boyfriend, I forget his name, Corey was there. And so when this happened, Kim Porter's laptop, cell phones were missing. If you go back, when a lot of people have done the autopsy reports and when they looked and they did the review of the items that were in her house, these things were missing. So they've been knowing that there was a diary. They knew that this diary was out there.
At least I do want to convey this to you. The stylist has conveyed to me that they're basically on the run and that they're in the process of changing their name. They also said that they came home and found that their door had been kicked in and that their house had been ransacked and things of that nature. Windows was broken and it looked like it was an intimidation tactic. And so she just feared for her life and her family's life because she has kids and things of that nature. And they just picked up and moved. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this particular stylist is telling me. And they are adamant about putting this book out. And once the book is released or whatever the case may be, they said that whatever happens to them after the book is out is whatever happens. Like, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, you know, Kim was a friend. And, you know, it wasn't just a stylist and friend relationship. They were friends, basically. And they just feel so terribly sad and bad that no one has stuck up for Kim Porter that has the same information that they have. But anyway, I'm going to let this slide right here. I want you guys to drop down and let me know what you think about this particular situation. I do have a video and a picture of the stylist, but I'm going to refrain from putting that out. I told them that I would protect them at all costs, and I'm a man of my word. But anyway, right? Let me know down in the comments how you feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Okay, you guys. So I want to actually give the date. So this was 2 years ago. 2 years ago that Tough News TV came forward with this information about this book on Kim Porter. Hey AT2, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Happy Friday. For anybody who's in here who isn't already following AT2, please go check out his channel. So you guys, I just wanted y'all to know that Tough News TV had information about this book almost maybe 3 years ago. So it's nothing new. So when Al B. Sure came forward talking about, oh, it's a lie, it's not a lie. So I'm going to take you guys back to when I first found out about the book, because I actually talked to Chris Todd and I believed that there was a book. Hey, Michael, I see you in the chat. How you doing? No, what did Courtney say? I didn't hear what he said, AT2. What did he say? Tell me what he said. I'm going to play. I did a video about this maybe, I guess it says 8 months ago. So when I talked to Chris Todd, I did believe that there was some information. I believe that there was a thumbnail, and I was one of the few people who said, regardless, if you are in possession of something, you will have to turn that over to the feds. He and I had a conversation. So let me play a video that I did like 8 months ago. Over the years, because she has children with him, he, was financially supporting her, in her later years. And I think he always kept this power and control over her. I just don't see that, unless it was a diary that she was keeping, I just don't believe that she was necessarily writing a book to expose him, because what's the why? You've kept these secrets so many years. You have children by this man, and from what some of her friends say, she really loved Diddy, So, I mean, if she wrote the book, was she going to blackmail him like allegedly Cassie did when Cassie came out saying, I'm writing this book, you better give me my 30 million, which she got. And he should have paid her, because he wouldn't be in the situation he's in now. He played hardball with the wrong person and lost, right? So I don't know, like a few of her friends have come forward and said that this is all hogwash. No way would Kim ever do something like that. So I don't know. I will read on Monday and make my own, assessment as to whether or not I think it's real or not. But, without knowing Kim and without being a personal friend of hers, we may never know. But I do know that he may have to answer to the feds about this. So Scandal Squad, jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts, and I will see you. So even I knew back then that whatever they had, that's why Courtney was actually asked about it, because I knew that if he had something that could potentially be something from Kim, they were going to question them about it, because that's evidence. All of this stuff that's in that book is actually evidence. So I was not in any way thinking that, whatever. AT2, I just put it, you are challenging me, and I love it. For those of you that don't know, AT2 has been my StreamYard mentor, because I'm trying to multitask in here. So AT2, I put it in the IG chat to you for you to click. So I'm waiting for him to come up, you guys. But yeah, so when all of this came out, though, with Chris Todd, when he had it, I figured that if there was something that he was in possession of, that the feds were going to come and ask him about it. And I literally told him that. And he was like, well, yeah, you're right. And so I don't know if he was questioned, but we do know that Courtney Burgess was questioned about it. So I always felt that it was something. I didn't necessarily feel that, that Kim, it was in her own words, but I felt that it was somebody close to her and maybe somebody she had shared information with. So hopefully AT2 can click the link, because I gave it to him in IG. I want to hear. Okay, there he is. So you guys, let 1 second. I'm not that fast on this, so let me, in case somebody is pretending to be AT2 and trying to porn bomb me.
No, it's me.
Oh, it's you. Okay, okay. Hey, okay, so let
Yeah.
me take this off. Okay, yeah, what did he say? And thank you. I appreciate you joining. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I wanted to come up because it's just quicker.
Yeah.
So he had said that he got the book or the flash drive in 2008. This is what Courtney
Oh,
Burgess is claiming. He got it in 2008. This was on the Sean Atwood channel. I don't remember the time stamp, but he said that, and then he also said he got the videos at that time too in 2008. Then he actually reveals the name of the person who gave it to him.
who?
Remember Kim Porter allegedly was dating some guy? It's Shakir Stewart.
Wait, AT2 Shakir's from Richmond.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He said that he was the one that gave it to him.
I I don't believe that. Do you?
Oh, I definitely don't believe it. I was
And I
just waiting
don't
for your reaction.
no, I don't believe I don't believe I don't believe that 2008.
Yes, he's saying that he got this in 2008. And then because Courtney was saying, yeah, I'm doing this for Kim and her mom. Huh?
I don't believe that at all because I haven't really done the timeline, but if you listen to some of the things that she talks about, they had to be more recent than since 2008.
Right.
So that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I
It
don't but
makes no sense at all. But this is what Courtney was saying.
so he's saying he released this for whom again?
For Kim and her mom. But mind you, the mom died before Kim did.
Yeah, that's even weird. Well, okay, so what about the fact that you see what I just played for Tough News TV? If you get a chance, Tough News TV has about 5 videos where he talks about this starting in the late 2019 or 2020. How did this alleged hairstylist reach out to him? And he has multiple emails where he's already talking about excerpts that we're just now hearing about, and that was in 2020.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would like to know that too. It seems that there's people who been passing around this mysterious book for a while, and I feel like people were trying to see who was going to be the first one to put it out there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So why do you think Tough News TV has not come forward and said anything about it?
I think because he probably realized like some of the stuff that was in the book was not accurate.
Okay. So you think it was edited?
Well, not just edited. I think the whole thing was fake.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking that some of this, no, 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 but AT2, listen. Okay. Let me, no, no, listen. Okay, let me read something and then you tell me if you come up with the same. And I don't want to keep you too long. I mean, I appreciate you being here. So I don't want you to think I'm trying to wear out, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No problem. No, no,
Okay.
no. I don't mind.
Okay, so wait a minute. I had something, unless I clicked off of it trying to get you up here. It was something that, okay, I see it right here. Okay, let me share this tab. This is why I believe that this is true. So this is what Al B. Sure posted. So this, I forget when he posted this after the book came out. Remember? Can you guys see that? Can you see it?
No.
You're like, no. Let me see. How come it's not showing? Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. So AT2, why isn't it showing?
Did you share your screen?
Yeah, I did. You guys, when he comes up, I kind of, he, like I said, he tutored me. So, oh, maybe because you're up here too, so I can't share both. I don't know.
It should be highlighted or check your layout.
Okay, I got my layout, and then I got you, and then it's showing that it's here. Okay, let me try again.
Can you do a solo screen with it?
Let me try.
There we
Okay.
go.
Thank you. Thank you. Hearts to you. Okay. So basically, this is why I believe there's some validity to this thing. It says, unfortunately, Kimberella was taken from us way too soon, and before she could complete her true thoughts before this fake, unauthorized edit released. See what when he says fake, unauthorized, and edited, that to me lets me know that there was something. He says this fake, unauthorized edit release on Amazon, which the disappearance of her computer and vital evidence raises significantly more questions. So that to me means that they knew that some of her things had been stolen. And he says that, that it was edited. That doesn't mean anything to you?
But don't forget, he was promoting that book originally until he actually seen that it said that him and Diddy messed around with each other.
You said he was promoting it before.
Yeah,
Right.
he promoted that book. Yeah. So you're going to tell me that you're going to promote a book that you didn't read?
Well,
And now this is the edited? No, the whole thing was edited. It was a
yeah,
homoerotic story.
I think I do, but I do think there was some truth to it. You don't think any of it was true?
No. I mean, do you believe the Tupac part?
No, that I mean, like I said, I don't believe all of it. No, I don't. I don't.
Well,
But I
what part you believe? Because what I remember was all the salacious stuff.
I
That's
do
what I
believe
remember from it, all the salacious stuff. I don't remember anything that was like, oh, this is believable.
I believe he slept with I do believe Diddy slept with Clive. I believe that he messed with underage boys, probably Justin Bieber. I believe those things. And I mean, honestly, until we get to see those tapes, I think 50% of it could be true.
So you think those tapes are real too?
Which tapes?
The one, are you talking about the ones that Courtney Burgess had?
Yeah, well, okay. So when I talked to Todd Chris, I was asking him about those tapes, and he said that he only saw images. So I don't know
Yeah,
if,
White Jamal said he only saw images,
yeah, so I
but
don't
Courtney
know.
Burgess had the tapes.
But I never knew, but what is on the tapes though? He never, remember he said he couldn't tell us what's on the tapes.
Well, Courtney said it was Jaden and Justin Bieber on the tapes.
Yeah, I now that I'm having a hard time believing.
And that's my thing. Like, it's hard to say, like, oh, well, I believe this part when you're dealing with liars.
Hey Chris, yeah, we're talking about Al B. Sure and the fact that he is now confirming that Kim Porter diary was real. But I mean, I think there's some truth to it. You don't think, do you think the feds okay, for the feds to even call him in to validate his sources or tangible evidence, doesn't that give some credibility to it to you or no?
Well, they probably were curious, like, okay, he's saying that he has tapes, he has his book. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. If in May we see him as a witness or they're using some of his stuff, then I'll take back everything I said. But honestly, this guy is still peddling around and doing interviews and stuff like that. It don't really sound like he. And mind you, they didn't put a gag order. Remember, did he want to do a gag order? They were like, no.
Right.
If the prosecution was actually going to use him, they would have put something on him so he couldn't talk.
That's true too.
And
That's
he's
true
still
too.
going around saying that, oh, buy the book. I can email, if you email me, I can send you the book, blah blah blah. He's still selling that book, except his got pictures. That's what the difference is between his and White Jamal. He got pictures.
So I have a copy of the book.
Yeah, and it has no pictures, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
The
no.
difference is that Courtney Burgess one has pictures.
Okay. And I think his doesn't his actually say the names as well?
Oh yeah, and it's not supposed to be redacted either. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know what? To be honest, I think that there's some. I do think that there's some. I know. I feel like Kim did confide in somebody, and I don't know if everything is in her own words, but I feel like it's somebody close to her that kind of had details of her relationship, and maybe they embellish, or maybe they knew a lot. You know?
I think when you embellish, it kind of just destroys all kind of credibility.
Yeah,
Because the truth doesn't need no embellishment. And let's just say this too. Do we think that she would have put all that kind of salacious stuff in her book?
now that
Kim
was
was a lady.
what. Okay, AT2. Hold on now. Kim also, they said Kim was not Kim. I don't want to speak ill, but did you not hear Gene Deal say that Kim was addicted to, you know, can we say the drugs? Can we say that word?
I say it.
Okay. He said she was addicted to drugs. And then it sounds like, are you familiar with Reggie Wright?
Yes.
Okay. He also said, I believe, I don't know if he said it was the H word that she was addicted to, but he said she was like, you know, messed up. So when we say a lady, what are we talking about?
Okay, that's assuming that we believe Gene Deal. And I personally, for me, I don't.
Okay, but AT2. Now let's say this. Did we not hear that Kim was involved in these threesomes? We don't believe that either?
But again, these are stories that we have heard. Someone just put it in a book. That's basically what happened.
No, but okay, but what about the Reggie? Wait a minute, wait. But what about the Reggie Wrights and the guys who said that they were there and they witnessed it? What okay, hold on. You got me all excited. How could we not
Okay.
think that some of this is real? No, I'm excited in a good way. How could we not
Yeah.
think this is real when we talk about what he did to Cassie? Cassie admits you don't think he did to Kim what he did to Cassie?
Oh no, I believe that. I have no questions about that. I think that he has done stuff to her, but again, as far as people passing on a book and saying that this is her words and this is what she wanted out there, no. No, not at
Well,
all.
okay, that's okay. I'm saying I somewhat agree with you on that. That's why I said maybe she confided in somebody.
And she told them all of that and they were like, "Okay, I'm going to put this in the book."
Well, okay,
The fact that Courtney Burgess said it was Shakir Stewart,
well
that
that
automatically made me go like, "What?"
I think that's a lie. Now I don't believe that. I don't believe that. What I mean, what?
In
Huh?
2008, before she even died,
Because well, do you remember what year he was unalived?
I believe it was two oh, you know what? I didn't get a chance to finish because this all happened live when I was reviewing that video. And so I was
Uh-huh.
like, "What?" And then I got distracted with something. I did not hold on.
Because I saw your video today with Shane, which was explosive. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! I'm like, oh my god, these people are nuts. Chris says she says yes, she thinks that uh Kim would have put it in there. Do you but if she was trying to get away from Diddy, if he was controlling her money, I mean, and then if she got so mad and if she was on drugs, I mean, how do we know that she wouldn't do that? Like we don't even know much about Kim other than what we've heard after the fact.
Yeah, and here's the thing with because I wanted to go back to Albie Shore.
Okay.
Not that I think that he's a liar. However, I think that he's a liar. But I want, but I want to say this about Albie Shore. Albie Shore, whatever you know, you need to tell us. Like none of this Blues Clues and oh y'all gonna wait till the story. No. Tell us what she tell you.
Yeah, I'm kind of iffy on Al. I believe that he's an opportunist at this point, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that they were as close as he claims. And another point is in this art. Did you read the Daily Mail article?
Which one?
The one, it just came out yesterday, where he's saying that this book is real.
No, I did not. Wait, what? Huh?
That's what I'm telling. That's what this live was all about. So basically, so let me just jump to it.
Wait,
And
so
then
is there
I'll
a new book?
No, it's the same book, and he's saying that the book is real.
I'm just gonna assume that he's illiterate and can't read because if he reads, so the part about him and Diddy getting it on, that's real.
So I think he's probably that's why he said it was edited and unauthorized, because what he's saying is that there was a book, but the part about him, that's the only fake part. That's what I'm saying. So he is confirming that there was a book, and he confirmed it to me when it first came out. And Krista said she doesn't think that they were close at all. I don't think so either.
Because my thing is, if the book is real, then the part about him sleeping with Diddy, that gotta be real too.
I agree. Yeah, everything else is fake,
Thing is
but
real.
right. But here's another thing. He says that there was no adoption, and he said that Kim told him to stay away from Quincy, or else Diddy would unalive him. But what man is gonna stay away from their kid? I see. Those are the kind of things that's like, huh? Like,
Right. I always felt like he was threatened. I did feel like that. I felt like he was threatened, but at the same point, like Diddy wasn't as powerful as he was back in 93, 94. It would have been.
right.
He wasn't that powerful.
And he also confirms that there was no adoption.
Yeah, I never thought there was a legal adoption. I mean, first of all, he never married Kim, so
Well, 82, did you know Albie Sure was arrested for grape himself?
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was with actually Chris put it in the chat. She said child first, Christopher Williams, now Albie Shore. Yeah, it was Albie Shore and Christopher Williams were in a hotel room, and a woman claims that Albie Shore,
Oh, I didn't know Albie Shore was the other person. I knew
yeah,
about Christopher Williams.
yeah. Hold on one second, my dog.
Wow.
Come here, Lala. Come on.
See, even Lala don't believe this story.
Huh?
I said, even Lala don't believe this story. She
I mean,
all like, mommy, that book is a lie. Roof, roof. Yeah. She
right,
know,
right.
yeah, she know.
Yeah, I think he's an opportunist, and I think he capitalized on it. Now, do you think that Diddy was trying to get him unalive though, when he went through all of that, the being in a coma and everything?
In 2012, he mentioned, he wrote this like letter talking about somebody was after him or trying to get him. I do believe it.
Uh,
I
really,
can.
really quick before you go on, I want to tell everybody I got AT2 on. He's Mr. Godfather of YouTube, 50K. So it's an honor to have him here with me tonight. So thank you, AT2. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, no problem at all. Thank you for having me.
Now you don't have to thank me for having you. It's like, huh, what? But what were you saying? I'm sorry I interrupted you. I apologize.
um, I I think I was just trying to say with Albie Shore, he wants to take like the good and the bad, and he wants to decipher what he can pick and choose. I just feel like him as a person, he's not telling the whole truth, and of
Yeah,
course, he's going to make it sound like he was the hero.
yeah. I think I just feel like because I was asking you if you felt that if Diddy had anything to do with him being in that coma.
Oh. Oh, in 2012, he wrote like this letter, basically alluding to somebody's trying to get him and all this other stuff. So I could definitely see Diddy being a part of it or having some kind of, um, some kind of play on like trying to sabotage him or having people, you know, again, I want to believe Al is a victim,
Mm-hmm.
but he has to tell the whole truth.
Yeah, it's, you know what? It's almost like he had kind of just disappeared from, he wasn't in the media, and then after Kim Porter, it's almost like he used this as an opportunity to get back in front of people. And I'm just, I mean, just keep it
Right.
real. No new music. Everything is about Kim. Like, do some music or something. His whole everything for him has been about Kim Porter for us, or at least for me.
Right. And I know he probably like, damn, like I want, he wants that relationship with his son, but all this stuff is not helping.
Yeah, Chris was saying, yep, he posted that on his social media saying if something happens to him. Yeah, I feel like he's trying to take this opportunity to push himself into this whole Kim Porter thing. But if you were really such a good dad and down for Kim, why didn't you say something early on? He keeps giving these cryptic messages.
Yeah.
Just
When does that documentary come out on Peacock?
Tuesday,
Oh,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I know are you gonna do a watch party?
No, because I don't want my channel struck.
No. Oh, some people are saying you can do a watch party on Discord or something. I don't know.
I don't think I think Peacock is like Netflix. It has that thing where if you try to, the
Oh,
screen will be black.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, because one time I did the Black China had a fight, and I streamed it, but nothing happened.
Oh, really? Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
I mean, I guess if you just have to take a chance or whatever, but yeah, I wouldn't do it either though. But I think people are doing it like on Zoom or something.
Mm. Oh yeah, a lot of people will do that. Yeah. But no, I'm not gonna have a watch party. I'll just, give my insight
You're gonna do a
after
recap after.
watching. Yeah, I'll just recap it. Yeah.
I think everybody is waiting, and I've also heard that Mary J. Blige is being mentioned as a person who has been instrumental in doing some bad things too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, thank you for joining. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good rest of your show.
You okay? Thank you. Take care. So Chris is saying Child Quincy doesn't want a relationship with him. However, his other kids have a relationship with Al. Yeah, I think that I feel like Quincy probably feels like, you could have done more. For him to just kind of cop out talking about, oh, I was threatened, I couldn't be a dad. That's not enough. I mean, no kid wants to hear that. It's like that's your role. Like I was your child. You were that afraid of Diddy, which sounds like Diddy was a pretty bad dude, but yeah, that's not, I mean, I don't know. That's probably not sitting well with him. Um Oh, I know that documentary is gonna be fire. Because they're saying that Mary J. Blige, they're saying that she was pretty heavily involved, and they're also bringing up the information about the fact that she messed with that I forget Danny Boy or somebody. It'd be so many names. I can't remember everybody, but the fact that he was underage, so it's like now we hear that the mom was a freak. We hear that these women attached to him were freak. Like, what is going on? Like, they was all just having one big freak fest. Chris says, is this the 50 Cent produced documentary? You know what? I don't think so, because I've read things about it, but I haven't seen anything saying that it was the 50 Cent piece. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on with the documentary 50 Cent is supposed to be doing. But you know what? I mean, to be honest, y'all could let me know what you feel about this. I really feel, just like I was saying about Jay-Z, I really feel that with this documentary, this is going to seal his fate, because remember, It's the same thing that happened with the Surviving R. Kelly. Once they came out with that Surviving R. Kelly, it was over. Well, Diddy, I mean, it's almost the reverse, because after R. Kelly, then more people started coming out with these lawsuits and everything. But I really feel like once they do this, I don't see how he's gonna get out of this. It's like it's gonna be all over. It's over. Chris says Peacock to produce and promote this. It's going downhill. It absolutely. We already seen what happened. I mean, he's already locked up, and I guess he has to fight the good fight. Maybe he could get a plea deal at this point. That's the only thing. But you guys also know Jay-Z filed his dismissal request for dismissal, and that motion is still sitting there. It's not like, I mean, of course, judge ain't gonna sign it overnight, but considering the fact that judge, they put all their case law in there. Of course, the other side has a right to respond or whatever, but it's like all of this stuff that has been, it's like Pandora's box has been open for them. Well, Diddy is already screwed. I mean, it's messed up. Now you got friends coming forward, people from your past, but Jay-Z, his goose is cooked too. Lulu says, hit that thumbs up. Thank you. Support means the world. Yes, thank you. And y'all, can we show some love to Lulu? She has a coffee link. Lulu, you want to drop that in the chat? Maybe somebody could get her a coffee. That would be so sweet if you could. Yeah, so this is crazy. But y'all, let me go. Shout out again to AT2. Y'all, that's my StreamYard mentor, because StreamYard, when I first started, I was all over the board, as my daughter used to say, all over the place with this. But he has helped me navigate with StreamYard and stuff, because there's a lot of moving pieces. So I shout out to him. Thank him for coming tonight. Let me go back. So I got a little bit off track, because anytime he comes in the chat, I'll be like, oh Lord, he watching me. Did she do this right? Did she do that right? So I just want to kind of go back and just kind of remind you guys of some things. Like, I'll be sure is coming forward now, but he lied. Like AT2 says, he thinks that this is not, none of this, what Kim wrote, is real. I believe I believe a lot of it, even if she did not write it, somebody close to her or knows her history wrote it. And also a lot of the stuff that they put in there probably did occur. If we look at what Cassie put in her lawsuit, it aligns. I mean, it's just a different person. Swap out Cassie for Kim Porter, same difference. Nothing's really different. She talks about him sleeping with ex-workers. I mean, the drugs, it's there to me. But this is what Al Be Sure first said back in the beginning, when that diary was first released. Al Be Sure has issued a cease and desist letter to Amazon, purporting the book that is purported to be of the late Kim Porter's memoir. The fake book, called Kim's Last Words, was released in the wake of her ex-husband, Sean Diddy Combs. They were married. Trafficking arrest, and includes a variety of wild, unsubstantiated claims. Shure, who was married to Porter back in '89, is making an effort to put a stop to the literary work. And that's one of the things I think, is that they really just didn't want the book out there. Not necessarily so much, I mean, well, of course, Al don't want it out there because it said that he messed with Diddy and stuff like that, but because they were making money off of the book, and they felt that whoever was in possession of it wasn't the rightful owners. I think that's one of the primary issues in the beginning. If it was self-published under the alias of Jamal T. Millwood, which that was Chris Todd, the white guy, on Amazon, by a man named Todd Christopher Guzzi. Guzzi, who also uses the name Chris Todd, claims to have investigated other salacious celebrity stories. Okay, so we don't care about that. So they go on to say it's fake, right? Al was talking about he issued a cease and desist to Amazon. This is the fake book. Get it off, right? I never thought it was really fake. Let's see. The letter notes that, and they're talking about Albie Sure has been defamed by false and malicious statements published and seeks to put a stop to the ongoing book sales. Okay, y'all. So y'all, we get the picture. Al came out, pretty much said it was a lie. He made a couple different statements. I knew it wasn't a lie because in one instance he goes, it's unauthorized and it's been edited. So that to me meant that there's some validity to it. There's some truth to it. Now, is it possibly embellished? Maybe, but there was a book, okay? Now he comes out in this Peacock documentary they're talking about that's going to be coming out on Tuesday. He says Kim Porter did all of a sudden, oh, by the way, yeah, it is true. Kim Porter did keep a diary about Diddy, says her ex in a bombshell new film. So what changed, Al? All of a sudden, she did. And suspects she died because she was set to blow the lid off the rap mogul secret. So that right there is saying this stuff is, why is he coming forward now? Oh, well, let me go back. Chris says, I heard it's more to come that will be exposed when it comes to what Kim went through. Oh, I can't wait. Yes, I agree. I know it's going to be a lot more. Hit the like button in your way in. Yes, please, you guys hit the like button. Chris says, remember when Jaguar claims Christopher Williams was giving Diddy top? Wonder if it was really I'll be sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Chris. Okay. Damn. I remember that, and I saw this. There's a woman. There's a book. AT2 had a person on Hollywood, and she talks something about that. Maybe I'll go back and either get his video or I'll go back and get what she says, because she talks about that. And I don't know if it was Christopher Williams, but yeah. I think I was saying, was it really I'll be sure? I was thinking the same thing. So maybe there was mistaken identity. I get what you're saying. The same way that Al B. Sure was arrested allegedly for Christopher Williams, was it Al B. Sure doing that? I got it. Could be. Lulu says money. That's what have changed. And Lulu says allegedly, Chris, and y'all says allegedly. Yes, allegedly. Everything we say is allegedly. Allegedly, this channel's name is Celebrity Scandalous. Allegedly. But yeah, so now he's saying she had exposed that what she was exposing was going to blow the lid off of Diddy. So I guess he's trying to say that's why she was unalived, right? So the article goes on to say Diddy's longtime love, Kim Porter. I don't know that Diddy loved anybody. Did keep a diary despite her children's strong denial. Her ex and the father of one of her children has revealed. And rapper Al B. Sure believes she was about to blow the lid off her lover's perverted sex life. It's crazy because he's confirming it now, but it also says, Al, that you was in there doing a little bit of crazy stuff too, Al. So what are you saying? Was that part was fake, right? But everything else is true. He even suggests that her 2018 death was suspicious because she had enough material to bring the rap mogul down. I mean, yeah, clearly she did because Cassie did. So that's true. Sure, 56 makes the claims in an explosive new documentary, Diddy Making of a Bad Boy, due to stream on Peacock next week. The Daily Mail had previously revealed what was purported to be the contents of the diary, which allegedly described unsettling episodes of violence and threesomes. So here's the thing. I understand Kim is no longer with us, but just like Cassie, these ladies participated in that kind of lifestyle. I'm just saying, you really do have a choice, y'all. I mean, I know people claim like you can get caught up, but you have a choice if you want to be sitting up there doing threesomes or not. I don't know. And especially if you're doing it and you're getting $50,000 in Louis Vuitton bags, I believe you have a choice. I'm just saying. Let me see what y'all saying over here. Lulu says, welcome, Chris. And let's go get the likes up. Yes, please. Can we get the likes up? Yeah, so I think, people not just from everything that we read, ain't nobody put no GUN up to these women's head and made them do this. It says, but Porter's children, including Shore's son, Quincy Brown, 33, denied the book's authenticity in an Instagram post stating it was a horrific conspiracy theory. Yeah, but now you're coming forward and saying something different. So what is it, Al? What is it? And I hope that Al is not confirming this just so he can get some publicity to be in this, this Peacock documentary. Because let's face it, as a celebrity, they just need publicity and they need to keep their names in the media. That's how they make their money. So it says, then they go on to talk about Diddy, who's currently in the MDC. Talk about Diddy. The death of Kim Porter has been a source of conspiracy theories for years, as she was a seemingly healthy 47-year-old at the time of her death. A coroner found the cause of death was pneumonia, and police did not find anything suspicious. But then again, that's weird too, because initially when this was reported, they said that there were things missing from her home. So if somebody comes up unalive and their laptop and cell phone is missing, wouldn't that be a reason to have an investigation? I would think. So then it says, Porter, a model and actress, was in an on-again, off-again relationship with Diddy from around 1994 until they split in 2007. Then they talk about the children they had. There's Diddy there. That was a photo of him on trial where they're saying that he looked very thin and emaciated. I'm sure he's looking terrible. Those are the twins. They said around the beginning of the new year, the twins were all island hopping in St. Bart's, often on yachts, living it up. And I know some people were saying that they don't want the twins to have a normal life. They want the twins to be miserable because of their dad. And I think that's kind of unfair. It's not the twins' fault, Chris says, I want all these sickos exposed. Girl, they about to be exposed. Okay, there's another thing that I have. Let me see what Lulu says. They might have a chance, but after I saw what happened to Cassie, I would have been scared to talk or leave. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. But, Cassie got away a couple of times. She did get away a couple of times, but y'all, come on now. What, do you guys not think that the fact that they had that they were given $50,000 and things like that, you don't think that the money was a draw? You don't think that the money was a draw? I feel like it's terrible what happened, but I also feel that the women, it's like you get caught up in this lifestyle. Like, they got women allowing men to poop on them in Dubai for money. So is somebody forcing them to do it? Or are they doing it because of the benefits or what they deem a benefit? I feel like some people are just that money hungry. They, Lulu says they might have okay, I already read that. Chris says, I think people assume that because Kim was beautiful, she didn't have it and wanted I agree with you. Like, people just think just because she was pretty that she was angelic. And again, not victim blaming, not saying anything, R.I.P. Kim, rest in heaven and all that stuff. But the kind of lifestyle that they live, the same thing with Cassie. These women were living a pretty rough, we ain't talking about church choir chicks up in here. We talking about threesomes. We talking about drugs. We talking about just, it's a lot for me. Yeah, so you can't tell me this person was all proper and pristine, but you up there with men and women and all of this. I can't see it. I just, no, I don't hold that in high regard. And I feel that, unfortunately, maybe she got caught up in stuff, but that is not the type, that's not a proper, I don't know what the word is, y'all, because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but that's a pretty raggedy lifestyle, if you ask me. I'm going to just say it like that. I don't know no other way to say it. I mean, if y'all mothers out there, you don't want your daughters up there doing drugs and threesomes and stuff. No, you don't. And to sit up there and condone it like it's okay, it's not. To each his own. But hell, nobody wants their children engaging in this kind of activities. I'm sorry. Pretty women who want validation are a huge target. And yes, I mean, we see it all the time. These women will do. And the thing about it, Chris, is the fact that these are beautiful women. They do all of this stuff for their bodies, right? They do the enhancements and this and that. Still can't, and I don't want to say it in a, and still don't have a man. Like, you get cheated on and drugged through the mud and dogged out like anybody else. It's like the real validation really has to come from within, right? And it's not enough bags and Louis Vuittons and trips to Dubai. I don't give a damn. How much money can somebody pay you to let somebody poop on you? Please help me understand that. I don't get it. That's so demoralizing to me. Like, I could carry enough Louis Vuittons and Gucci bags to atone for the fact that I let somebody do all this weird garbage to me, I don't know. That's crazy. There was another, I can't find it, y'all. There was another article that came out where they were talking about this letter that was going to be sent, that there's this enterprise letter that was going to expose a lot of the people. And I guess it's going to come out in May. Let me see if I can find it. I had it earlier. Oh, you know what, you guys, I had restarted my laptop and I guess I lost it. But there was oh, okay. I think I found it right here, you guys. I had put it in my notes. Let's see. Let's read this where they talk about the plans to reveal the co-conspirators. So let me see. I know it's really small. You guys can't see it, but I'll read it. Chris says, but they got that Gucci bag, LOL. They give the illusion they have it together and are success. I know, that's it. Totally. I remember when my daughter was in school and I was paying tuition, and some of these women, I got Gucci. One lady had on a Gucci cape, child. It was bad, but it was some thousands. And I'm like, damn, I got to pay tuition. And I'm not knocking, people do what they do. But sometimes people be like, it's like you selling your soul for real. Lulu says, I believe money and luxury did play a role. Absolutely. But I also feel their lives may have been threatened, which made them stay. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, Diddy was dangerous, but Cassie got away. She said she left a couple times and then she went back. I mean, and you know what? And I'm not knocking it, because I know you can be in abusive relationships and go back multiple times. So, I mean, I get that too. But anyway, this article says, exclusive, feds make plans to reveal Diddy's co-conspirators. So, and this is this was in allhiphop.com. And it says, federal prosecutors are preparing to name alleged co-conspirators in a sweeping racketeering case involving Sean Diddy Combs. So that to me means that there are going to be some more people indicted related to charges that link the disgraced hip-hop mogul to an alleged criminal enterprise. Now, if they release these co-conspirators, I wonder if they're going to be given immunity if they testify against Diddy. But then again, if they have their names, then if they're releasing it, I don't know what's going to happen with this. All Hip Hop has confirmed that the U.S. government plans to reveal the names of individuals who supposedly worked alongside Diddy in illicit activities by March 7th through a highly anticipated enterprise letter. So does that mean these people will be charged? The enterprise letter will lay out the specifics of the alleged criminal acts, including dates, locations, and participants. So if these people participated, then they're co-conspirators, then they should be charged. That's how I'm reading it. Diddy has been indicted for crimes, we know that, on trafficking and arson over the destruction of a car belonging to rapper Kid Cudi. Now, some people also say, which is I believe, incorrect. That Diddy, the fact that he beat up Cassie in that video, I don't think that's any part of what he's being charged with, because that would be domestic violence, and it wouldn't have the strict penalties that he's facing now. But I think that did lead to, probably lead to the indictment. The arson incident reportedly occurred in 2012 when the co-conspirators allegedly targeted Kid Cudi's vehicle. Oh, okay, so the co-conspirators helped Diddy, because Diddy probably didn't do it himself, by slashing its convertible top and hurling a Molotov cocktail inside, igniting a fire that law enforcement concluded was intentional. Prosecutors argue this brazen act stemmed from Diddy's fury over Ventura's prior relationship with Kid Cudi. In her civil suit, Ventura claimed that Diddy told her in February 2012, "I'm going to blow up Kid Cudi's car." Wow. Which the rapper confirmed via a statement released by his spokesperson that said, "This is all true." Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Kid Cudi confirmed that it was true. This episode, however, is just one of the layers. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This episode, however, is just one layer of the allegations against Diddy, who has been locked up without bond since September of 2024. Federal authorities accuse him of leading a broader criminal organization that engaged in activities, including all of those things. A lot of stuff. I'm just not going to read all of it. But so I know they've been talking about there were going to be additional charges. So I wonder if they're going to be new named defendants. In one chilling charge, Combs and his associates allegedly held a person at GUN Point in December of 2011 to orchestrate a burglary. Diddy's attorneys have vehemently denied, arguing that the charges lack substantive evidence. All of this talk of dozens of victims and 50 witnesses, if they really had it, it would be in the indictment. Well, that's a good point too. But maybe it's going to come out in discovery. I don't know. In fact, Diddy's lawyer wants the feds to disclose the enterprise letter much faster, asking for it by February 1st, 2025. Which, I mean, I think if they already have all of these co-conspirators, why wouldn't they be able to produce it if they have the evidence? I mean, that seems fair. And maybe the judge will make that decision. According to the defense, the postponement hinders their ability to prepare adequately for trial, creating a fundamental imbalance in the proceedings. Well, and see, this is annoying because Diddy is the one that asked for everything to be expedited. So, given the set, y'all, I already told you guys, I don't know criminal law, never worked in criminal law, mostly corporate and stuff like that, and mechanic liens law. So, the rules of court and things are different jurisdictions. But in any case, you can always ask for a fast track your case. And so, when you fast track things, there's a tighter timeline. And for something like this, I don't know why he would request that, because I would think, I know he wants to get out. He probably assumed that he was going to be out to fight this. But if you want to do a thorough job, you really do need time, so for him to now claim he's not going to have adequate time to prepare, I think it's going to work against him. I think the fact that he fast tracked this case and he wanted it, to go faster, even though I do understand he wanted to get out, is really going to work against him, in my opinion. Chris says, yep, in my opinion, I believe Kim at one point became a prisoner once she had his kids. Yeah, and then maybe, the drug abuse too, El 123 says, wow, so bad. Yep, it is. It's a mess. It's really bad. It's really sad. Lulu was saying, hey, Eleni, I hope I'm saying it right. I apologize if I didn't. Eleni says, imagine how stupid you have to be to have that much money and to be doing girl, right? And to be doing illegal things like that, I would never understand. He thought he would be out. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like you were blessed with so much, you know. Some stuff you just didn't have to do. I mean, all of this illicit behavior, but El Eleni, I hope I'm saying it right. I think that what happens is that these people, they get into drugs and then they get into it's like it's just like a I don't know, it's like a power thing where they just become, they think they're invincible. They think they get, what do they call it? Like the God, the God complex or something. I think that they just think they're above the law, and it just becomes a, how much BS can I get away with? It's like a pause, like checkers, and they just think everything is a game to them. It's a power thing. I don't know. Chris says they think they are exactly. The devil came back to collect. Girl, you have not lied on that one. You can only get away with this stuff for so long. Diddy and Jay-Z, a whole lot of them really have done. Y'all see Denzel Washington. Now, all these years I've never heard anything really bad about Denzel other than the fact that he cheated on his wife. And then this whole Ali Carter girl came out saying, he was doing, whatever, all of this stuff, and he was there at the freak offs. And we know these people were probably at the Diddy parties. I don't know how much they participated. Just because you were at a Diddy party does not mean you participated in the freak off. But it's interesting now that Denzel, all of a sudden, isn't that's the craziest thing? All of a sudden he's saved and he's a deacon and all this stuff. That's weird, right? Then he comes out talking about, well, I used to drink for years. I was a drunk. It's like all of these stars are coming out with these stories and, oh, well, I'm saved now. Like they're trying to scrub history. I thought that was kind of crazy. Eleni, girl, I must be dyslexic. So I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. Says Denzel is one of them. Well, it seems like something is going on because all of a sudden he's, when all of this Diddy stuff came out, him and TD Jakes and everybody is being exposed, Ashton Kutcher, Ellen, like this whole little circuit, everybody is running scared. LeBron James. Like, what has been going on in Hollywood? Okay. Lulu says, say it louder, Chris. Chris says, I'm side eyeing Denzel right now. Hope I'm wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Like all of a sudden he's saved and he starts telling us about the fact that he was an alcoholic or he was abusing alcohol for years. We never even knew that. All we knew is that Denzel may have stepped out on his wife once or twice. We forgave him for that because we was like, okay, Denzel, yeah, that's okay. That's between you and, I forget his wife's name, but okay. But all of a sudden now he done kissed the man. Now you Katy Perry. I kissed the man and I liked it. And then now you saved again and you've been a drunk. I mean, I was like, why are you coming out with all this now? So I feel like too, a lot of them know that there are going to be things revealed about them. And also, some of them may not even know what the feds have on them, those tapes that were confiscated from Diddy's house. They don't know. Come on, you think about it. If you were at a Diddy party, now we're talking about the actual freak offs, and maybe not even a freak off. If you were at a Diddy party and he's filming everything, you don't even know what footage they have of you. So you know how people start trying to prepare you, like, well, I used to be getting a little high, so I don't know what I was doing. That's how I feel like Denzel is trying to prepare us for what may come out. 1, 2, 3 says, yeah, right. Chris says, alcoholic, kiss a man in the movie now back. Right, girl. He done went around the bend and done a whole 360. Denzel, what is going on? What are we gonna find out? Do you got a boyfriend too? Like, what is going on? Man, for some reason I could picture his wife, but I can't think of her name. But she is stuck by him, for a very long time. Imagine what's on those tapes. girl, not just what's on the tapes, but who's on the tapes. I think that's going to be the most shocking thing. Um, you know, when people were saying Aretha Franklin was there, I was like, come on now, not Aretha. What was Aretha doing? She had to dang near be in her 70s, but at this point, I don't know. Like, anything is up for anything is possible. You know, I think so many people were attached to Diddy. I think to be part of that group, you know, the elite, they probably done some freaky things. And let's say he was drugging people and they really didn't even know, you know, because you know what I think too, though, if some of these things come out and we do see people doing weird stuff, I think a lot of people are going to claim, oh, I didn't even know Diddy had me drugged. I don't know. It's crazy, you guys. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and log off for tonight and be on tomorrow. You guys, thank you guys, everybody who joined. Please hit the like button. So no, with Jay-Z has filed for the dismissal. Rymir is still pursuing this DNA stuff. You know, he's making his rounds, and now some people are starting to side eye Rymir, the young man who was claiming that Diddy was his is claiming that not Diddy, Jay-Z is his dad. People are saying that he does really have a motive to get some money. I was thinking, hey, you know, he just wants to know who his dad is and all this stuff. But so right now, Jay-Z is just dealing with the dismissal, which has not been signed or approved yet. But no new allegations. I'm trying to think. I was skimming today, and yeah, I haven't seen anything. They're just nothing major. They're just waiting. Jay-Z is just hoping to get this case dismissed or just to have himself dismissed from this case. Yeah. And, you know, he's got the Super Bowl coming up. So he's still doing that halftime performance. I haven't heard anything about that. But if anything negative happens, I think that's going to impact the whole Super Bowl halftime performance. It's going to be a lot of stuff, you know, coming out about that. So anyway, you guys, sending light and love. And just so you guys know, and Lulu already knows, you guys, sometimes I get these migraines. So if you don't see me, I'm probably dealing with a little episode. I'm trying to get myself healthy again. I'm feeling better. So thanks for the love, Chris. Thanks for coming. Elni 123. Thank you. And thanks, Lulu. Thank you for coming. And AT2, wherever you are, thanks for joining. Michael, I saw you. You wasn't saying much tonight, but I did see you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.